We are back in action for a new week. Make sure you watch this entire video. I'm actually going to have two breakdowns, so two videos today for you. The first one's going to be in hockey. I'm going to be breaking down the Lightning versus the Minnesota Wild in Tampa. And then video number two is going to be a college basketball breakdown. Let's get this NHL done first. Let's rock and roll. Let's dig right into it. The Tampa Bay Lightning hit the ice tonight. Like I said, they're going to get a little visit from the Minnesota Wild. These are two pretty solid teams here. This is a 7 o'clock Eastern time game. Before I get into this game, guys, make sure you subscribe to this page, turn those notifications on, leave a comment, become part of the comment crew, and slam that like button. You know, I was doing some thinking last night and this morning, and I was doing some looking on Instagram. There's a lot of people on Instagram, a lot of sports companies. I started doing this 20 years ago, but we started on Instagram around 2018. And there was like no sports companies in 2018 on Instagram. Now there's a million, but you know, a lot of them, number one, they don't show their face. There are a few that do, and I respect those guys very much. But for the most part, not a lot of people are showing their face. Very few people are breaking down games here on YouTube. And a lot of people just show, we call them green check warriors. They throw up a bunch of green checks like they won, 40 games in a month and only lost 5. That's not happening. That's not realistic. If somebody is telling you that they're 80%, 90%, 95%, please don't believe them. If you look at this YouTube channel, we went 62% in 2020, 67% in 2021, 62% last year, and we're just getting started on this year. So understand that when you're looking for a sports betting company to work with, you want to work with someone that's realistic, and that's what we are. We're real. We lay it out on the line. We're transparent. So before I get into it, that's just what I wanted to say. Now, let's get into this video. The Minnesota Wild, they come into this game on a 2-game losing streak. They lost 5-3 against the Florida Panthers in their last outing. But the Panthers are a solid team. They're underperforming this year, but they're a solid team, so I'm not too worried about that loss. Minnesota's 25-16 on the year with 4 ties. They're third in the Central Division. They have scored a total of 140 goals, 3.11 goals per game, 31.2 shots per night. They have a power play percentage of 23.9, 34 goals off 142 power plays. That's pretty solid. And they have a shooting percentage of 10%. So all those numbers look really solid. Defensively, they keep it below 3 goals per game on average. They're allowing 2.84 goals per game, which is in the top half of the NHL, 11th. They're giving up 29.8 shots on goal, a save percentage of 90.5. They've allowed 32 goals off of 153 power play opportunities, 79.1 kill percentage. Not the best, but not the worst. Fleury is going to be at goal in this game. He has a 14-9 record. He allows 2.9 goals per game. He is their main goalie. The Lightning lost in their last game to the to the Flames, 6-3. And that's okay. So both of these teams are coming off of a couple losses. The Lightning have a 29-15 record, third in the Atlantic Division. Like I said, 2-game losing streak right now, 6-4 in their last 10. 6-4 record in the last 10. 162 goals. They average 3.6 goals per game. So their offense is hot. They're 5th in the league, 31.8 shots on goal. They've earned 150 power play opportunities, scored 42 goals, 27% on power plays, which is second in the NFL. So if they get that power play, oh boy, watch out. 11.3% shooting percentage. So all really good stuff there. Defensively, they're not as good as the Wild. They're giving up a little bit more on the goals per game side, almost 3 goals per game, a 90% shot percentage, 90% save percentage, 80% penalty kill, which, if all is even, then you got to look at that and you got to say to yourself, they're not putting up they're putting up way more points or goals per game, but they're not really, their defense isn't as good as the Wild. But listen, I mean, both teams come into this game on a losing streak. Tampa is just a better offensive team, and the Vasilevsky for the Lightning, he is a much better goalie. Also, on top of that, I have some against the spread numbers for you on this game that I was looking at this morning, and I was saying to myself, "Oh boy, I mean, these are striking numbers." And another thing, this line opened up at 145. It's already at 160 and possibly growing. Here's the thing. Minnesota, in their last 8 against Tampa Bay, they are 7-1, but at Tampa Bay in their last 8, they are 2-6. Tampa Bay is also 9-0 in their last 9 games at home. They're 5-2 in their last 7 games overall. Tampa Bay is a very good team. They have a very good offense, and they play very well at home. For that reason, I'm going with the Lightning in this one. Lock it and clock it. Lightning money line. Keep watching, because right after this video, I'm hopping right back on this microphone, and I'm getting you guys a college basketball game for tonight as well. I love you guys. I'll see you back in 2 minutes.